Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to an audio podcast about comedy that has comedy and does comedy. So only stay tuned in if you're prepared to laugh. My name is Jesse Moriarty, and this is my lovely co-host, Mr. Josh Pilch.
Hi, that's me. This is Josh Filch. You're listening to Big Town Improv. That's what we're recording right now. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. That's why you may have noticed a little bit of a tone in Jesse's voice. It's subtle,
Nonsense.
but
Nonsense. Put the thought out of your head, Josh. Now, the first part of Big Town Improv is going to happen like this.
all right.
We're going to tell some funny stories about us, about our lives, about things that have happened to us. I've got one right now. It was me trying to do a Skype call with Josh.
Rude. That's rude.
Happened in a wacky way. Josh, what's going to happen in the second part?
Well, in the second part, we're going to do. Did you say that we're going to do a montage in the first part? Short scenes?
I did.
I forgot. Well, in the second part, contrary to that, we're going to do one long extended narrative improv where we play multiple characters over multiple locations in one cohesive story. And that's going to take us all the way to the end of the episode, at which point we will have ended in plenty of time so that Jesse can get to his obligation that he needs to get to later.
Sounds like this podcast is going to be skillfully executed and with grace and verve. But Josh, is today just a normal episode of Big Town Improv?
No.
That's good to know. Moving on.
Don't you want to know why, Jesse?
I suppose I do, actually. Why, Josh? Why is today better than all other days?
Well, because, Jesse, today we have, and you're going to be shocked by this, we have a special guest here in Big Town.
What? A guest who is not an average guest? Not a normal guest? Not a typical guest, but a special guest?
A special one.
My God. What have you done, Josh?
Well, why don't we ask him? Listener, Jesse, look who it is. It's Jacob Giddens.
That's me, and I've been here this whole time. You may not have noticed, I'm super stealthy. I don't laugh all the goddamn time.
Incredible. You're, Jacob Giddens masked his approach under the sound of technical difficulties and until he was right here in the room with us. Incredible. Jacob, how are you? I haven't seen you in some time, and that's genuinely true, and I'm glad to see you.
Yeah, it has been... God, how long has it been? It's been like, what, 6 years?
I know, it's insane.
I'm doing as well as can be expected under the current circumstances.
I think that's about all we can hope for, huh? But of course, the circumstances.
I'm not doing horribly.
That's good. Well, of course, the circumstances here in Big Town are nothing less than ideal.
That's right.
Now, well, tell us.
We got the vaccine early.
Wow.
we got the Russian vaccine.
Yeah. It was a whole international incident that I'd rather not go into right now.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about yourself, Jacob. Jacob went to college with me and Josh. Unlike any of the other guests that we've had on this program.
That's true. He didn't make that up. I did go to college with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I met them in my freshman year when I joined the improv club at the college that will remain nameless for licensing reasons.
Sure, fine.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, not for those reasons, but we don't need to advertise them either.
That's true. They don't need the advertising.
Yeah.
They don't need the free ad space.
They ask me for money every week or so anyway, so...
That's, yeah. Look, I'll just say this. Go Bees. Buzz, buzz.
No, that was unnecessary.
But yeah, I joined these guys in the improv club. I got my first little taste of improv through that.
Oh, it was the first time?
Kind of, more or less, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you got hooked is what happened.
I did. I got bit by the bug. I got stung by the improv bee.
The scab bees. Oops.
You've done it now, Josh. Beep it out. Beep it out.
From there,
I'll put a bleep.
We'll do a censor. We'll just blur the audio.
Yeah.
We'll pixelate
It'll
the audio.
Be blurry.
We might not even have to. All the audio might come out that way anyway.
But yeah, I went on to become the president of said club after these two left. I did.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Well, once you leave, you really just stop paying attention, right?
Well, yes, that's true.
And then I went and moved to Chicago after I graduated and did improv at IO for a little while.
Whoa, cool.
Awesome.
Went through their program there,
Yeah.
and then I stopped doing it forever.
Yeah. It's hard to get the space to do it.
It was that exact sentiment that led Josh to the creation of the podcast.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, Jacob, Josh, let me ask you something. Would you like to tell some stories, possibly funny stories, about your life or the lives of people you know? And if so, would you like those stories to be inspired by some random words?
I would like the option to hear the words before I decide if they're going to be inspired by the words.
Right.
All right. Then here are your words.
I would try everything once.
Horoscope. Castle. Degree. Franchise. Precedent. Bet. Jungle. And salmon.
You say salmon or famine?
Salmon, like the fish.
Okay.
The opposite.
Yes,
Because
one of
salmon's
the
delicious.
I had a great famine story, but no.
Oh, no.
the four horsemen of the apocalypse: war, pestilence, death, and salmon. Well, I stayed in a castle once. I'll admit it. I'll confess to that.
You did.
That's brave of you to admit that.
Yes, I stayed in a haunted Dutch castle.
Oh.
Yes.
Where was it?
In the Netherlands.
That's where all the best Dutch castles are.
They had converted it into a youth hostel.
Okay.
And so we stayed there. And supposedly it was indeed haunted by the spirit of the person who once lived in the castle hundreds of years ago and died in a violent fashion. The exact specifics, yes, the exact specifics of which I don't quite recall, but it was gruesome in an appropriately medieval way.
I feel like the majority of deaths hundreds of years ago were violent in nature.
Yeah, I feel like if you died of like dysentery, you were lucky. That
even that's pretty violent of a death compared to just like passing away in your sleep.
I suppose that's true. So supposedly you could hear the moaning of the ghost at night, though I did not hear it because we were sharing our room with 3 elderly Irish people who snored incredibly loudly. So if there was a ghost, it was not able to moan louder than these chainsaw snoring old Irishmen.
Jesse, what was that trip? I know you go to Europe a lot.
I do because I have family over there. So it was one of the I go about every 2 years. So this was about 10 years or so ago. It was a while ago. Though I guess it doesn't make much difference to the ghost.
You have family there, but you stayed at a hostel.
Yeah, well, because we were wanted to see more of the country than my aunt's living room, which is nice.
Yeah, what are you trying to say about your aunt's living room, huh?
Well, any other...
Well, Jacob,
Yes.
have you ever been to Europe?
I have not.
Me neither.
It's something that's been on my to-do list of vaguely achievable
Well, not anymore.
tasks. That's true. Yeah.
No, same.
Yeah. I decided for big town.
Well, I know you've been to Savannah and to Chicago. Where are you coming from, Jacob? Where did you originate?
I am from Columbus, Ohio, a sleepy little mid-sized city
Yep.
in the Midwest. Actually, that's where I am now. It is a rapidly developing city.
Is it?
In fact, yeah, as one of like the major, I guess, like blue areas of Ohio, in the capital city, it's growing quite a bit.
Interesting.
That's good.
Which is great. When I was a kid, I was frankly completely bored with this city.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do when you're younger than 18 in the city, let alone 21.
Well, I wonder if because I grew up in Pennsylvania, which like similarly is a swing state. Ohio is like the swing state.
The big one.
Did you like? I feel like growing up, I could feel that like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's like a contentious place.
It's just Columbus is surrounded by like an outer belt freeway,
Right.
and if you stray beyond that outer belt, you're in red territory,
Yeah.
and it is noticeable. There are fields as far as the eye can see outside of that outer belt. Like there are 3 blue areas: Cincinnati, Columbus, and Cleveland, and then outside of all 3 of those areas, it's just like rural farmland, small towns.
Interesting. Those big wide fields are the red areas, and they get as much vote as the blue ones.
Crazy. It's so fair. I love fairness.
Did you feel that at all? Like in your school, was your high school like from different areas?
I went to high school in a pretty upper middle class neighborhood, so predominantly white people. Didn't get a lot of exposure to like other cultures until I went to college, which was great because until then I was not very I guess just I was pretty naive.
Yeah.
You know how young people are. They don't know anything about anything.
The college we went to was weird for that, though, because you'd be like...
it was.
Like, oh, yes, here's the spiky-haired punk, and behind, next to them is the old Southern gentleman.
And off hiding behind the statue to a Confederate hero, a boy in a fursuit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, we had a unique experience. All right. Well, Josh, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Jacob, how are you feeling?
I feel warm.
Nice.
Well then, let's dive into the segment of the show that me and Josh affectionately and accurately call the montage. But in order to do so, we have to have the audio cue that signals the transition of one segment to the next. Josh, are we ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, everyone here for the 7 o'clock tour, please line up. Please line up. Thank you very much. My name is Wenzel. I'll be conducting the tour today.
Wenzel?
Hi, Wenzel.
Yes. Hi.
Is that Dutch?
Yes, it is. Thank you for asking. Welcome
Cool.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Death Murder Castle. I'll be conducting the tour of the castle. There's a lot of interesting features about this genuine medieval castle.
Hey, Wenzel.
Yes.
Why is it called Death Murder Castle?
I think it's Dutch.
Yes,
Oh,
it is
that's
Dutch.
not. It sounds like two English words.
Yes, it is named after Der Baron Death Murder, who had the castle
Wow, that
built.
really sounds English.
But and Der Baron was known as Der Baron Death Murder because of his love of murdering people until they died. So death murder.
Did he change his surname?
No, it was a coincidence.
Oh,
Was it like? Did he become fond of murdering peasants because of his name, or
There's
Well,
do you think his parents knew?
Let's not assume he's just murdering peasants. We haven't gone in the castle yet.
Now there's a lot of
That's true.
There's a lot of speculation about that very subject, but I'll tell you this: they say that the ghost of Baron Death Murder still haunts these corridors to this very day. So if you run into him, I suppose you can ask.
Oh,
Oh,
this is a.
I don't speak Dutch.
Nah,
I don't know how a conversation's
Well,
gonna go.
Yeah, and he speaks medieval Dutch, which is not the same as the modern day language.
Yeah.
Probably not even close.
But he
Yeah.
did understand that his last name phonetically sounded like the modern English words death murder. You said that's why he started to get into death and murder.
Correct, yes. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we start our tour right here in the Baron's private bedroom? Here. Here is a four-poster bed. This is actually a reproduction of the sort of bed that a man of his station would have had at this time in history and in this
wow.
part of the country. And as you can see, it's a very nice bed. Over here,
It's a nice bed.
you will, over here you will
Can
find.
I test it out real quick?
No, please don't. Please don't lie on the exhibits. Why would you
I just
even?
need I want just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes.
Why did this guy come on the tour?
Look, I hiked all the way up here. All the way for 10 miles it took me to hike up to this one tour. This one tour in a castle named after, was it Death Murder or Murder Death? I don't even remember.
Death murder.
I'm
I've
sorry,
been
I am
taking notes.
tired.
I'm interested in history.
10 miles of hiking, and now I'm schlepping around a castle that is haunted by a bored ghost that might kill me for asking why he murdered peasants and or other nobility. So if you'll just pardon the interruption for 5 minutes of rest, I would greatly appreciate it.
Very well. I guess you
Wenzel,
go ahead, Doug.
thank you.
Boy, these backpackers are irritable. He didn't have
They
to
are.
come on the tour.
He didn't have to bring the entire backpack either. Like he could have left that in his hotel room or something. I don't know.
Where else am I supposed to put the souvenirs?
Well, all right. Well, fine. Use the bed. While
Yeah.
you're doing that.
Yeah, Wenzel, why don't you take me into the next room? You were only touring two of us, but Doug here can just rest for a
not-
while.
Yeah, Wenzel, you take Wenzel. Go ahead and take Ludwig into the next room. I'm gonna just lay here for 5 minutes, and I'm certain it's gonna be a peaceful, uninterrupted 5 minutes.
would-
Fine. Ludwig, come here. Let me show you the dairy chamber.
Okay, and as we walk away, our voices will slowly trail off again quieter.
Oh man, this is a nice bed. Guy could really fall asleep lying here on these. What was it? It sounds like someone sullenly stomping around a corridor, as if seeking some stray peasant to string up by his entrail. This door is not well maintained. Wenzel?
Rattling chains.
What? Why would you say that?
Sound of chains rattling.
Is this in stereo? What's going on right now?
What are you doing in my bed?
Who was that?
It was me who said that. I'm standing right here.
Oh! I'm sorry. I had my eyes closed because I was getting such a restful lay down on this four-poster bed of yours. I'm sorry. Let me get up.
Please do. I would like to rest because I'm so bored.
Are you?
Yes, that's right. Baron Death Murder.
Death. Wow. Right here in his own castle.
Yeah,
Talking to me.
That's right. Ugh, I'm so bored.
Why are you so bored, Baron Death Murder?
Because I haven't murdered anyone in a long time.
Oh, yeah. I bet that... I can see how that would be really boring.
Yes, I've been dead, so it's hard. Everyone I meet already dead. I can't murder them.
Do you host a lot of afterlife parties in your castle?
I try, but for some reason people don't want to come.
Well, I'm just gonna throw this out. I know we've just met, and this is
Wait a minute.
Okay.
You aren't going to ask me why I like to murder people, are you?
Do you want me to?
Did your tour guide tell you?
I mean, to be completely honest with you, Baron, the tour guide was not particularly good. Very, very vague, very ambiguous. Not a lot of specifics.
That's true. Why he take you to the master bedroom first?
Yeah, like we walked past like 6 grand foyers and a large marble staircase just to get here. The staircase itself had like hundreds of names carved into it. I would have loved to know more about that, but straight to the bedroom we go. And then he expects me to not want to lay down for 5 minutes on this magnificent bed of yours.
That is true. I like you, Doug. Hey.
Oh, thanks. Hey, I appreciate that.
Hey, I'm not bored anymore.
Oh, that's great.
In fact, I can feel my old interests coming back, Doug.
That's less great.
What?
That is less great.
What? What you mean?
Wenzel, Ludwig.
And so it's very interesting that the Baron was not actually Dutch, despite living in a Dutch castle. He spoke in a thick Swedish accent. What was that, Ludwig?
I don't know. I'm standing right next to you.
We better rush back in a hurry. And I'll just... Oh, that door is so badly maintained. My God! Doug!
You killed the Baron again.
Well, he's coming right at
How
me.
you do this? It makes no sense.
Shut up! This is your fault. You're the one who said you were rattling your chains menacingly at me.
Rattling chains.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the tour.
I haven't.
Ahem.
It was all of 10 minutes.
Tips is not required, but...
I hiked 10 miles for a 10-minute tour in which I had to, with my own hands, murder a ghost.
It makes no sense.
You decided to stay here. You didn't want to see the dairy chamber.
But you were only there you're ending the tour now after 5 minutes of being in the dairy chamber?
Hey, ask Ludwig. He can tell you the tour was great.
Was it?
The dairy chamber was kind of neat. Oh man, I'm kind of nervous, but wow, my first day in college in the city. I can't wait to meet my roommates. I think they're gonna really open my mind, now that I'm out of a small town. I can't wait to see the kind of people that are around here. Looks like they might already be in here.
Hey, bro. You must be our new roommate. We're just finishing moving in our things, like this mini fridge.
Yeah, our mini fridge.
Oh, all right. Hey guys, I'm Jasper. I'm your roommate.
Whoa! They call me Driftwood, and
Yeah.
I'll be your roommate. And over here is the cackling goblin.
Skeeter,
Okay.
you can call me.
Yeah, I was like, that's what you sort of identify as cackling goblin.
Skeeter is from the East Coast.
Oh,
I'm from Maine.
yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about the coast. I'm from the Midwest.
It's really sort of irrelevant to who I am as a person.
Bros, I can already tell that we are gonna not only be great roommates, but also friends for long after our college careers have concluded.
Huh. That's really nice, Driftwood.
I brought my Xbox, but I don't have a TV to plug it into.
Well, I brought a TV.
Hey! Look at that!
And I brought an HDMI cable.
Perfect! Whoa.
Wow, what a trio we make.
Now,
Look, guys, I've never been, other than the college tour, I've never been to the city before. You know, I was looking forward to, like, I guess meeting all the different kinds of people and, the pop culture and the things that I couldn't experience in my small town. I guess I do have some questions for you, the cackling goblin. So, like, you're
I'm a straight shooter, so ask your questions.
okay, cool.
it's true, Skeeter is always level with me. We knew each other before.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right, are you also from Maine?
Yes.
Huh. All right. Is this standard that, like, sort of there's goblins elsewhere?
That's right, man. Penobscot represent.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You want some?
Ask your questions, Jasper.
Well, that's sort of what was my question. I just have never met a goblin before.
You want some chowder? Delicious.
Some clam chowder. Yeah. From me.
Actually, wait. Why don't you save your chowder? We could go down to the dining hall, like, figure out what that's all about.
Whoa! I've never been to the dining hall at this university.
Yeah, it's an experience.
that we all attend.
It's an experience that we didn't have back in Maine.
No,
Well, right.
sir.
You wouldn't have that till you go to college. Yeah.
All right, let's go down there. Hey, because you're all my bros, we'll just use my meal card.
Oh, all right. Thanks. I mean, I could use mine, but that's nice.
Here we go.
We'll get you back next time, Driftwood.
Yeah.
You're all right, Skeeter. All right.
All right.
So, what's it like in the Midwest? Are there horses and goats and piles of hay?
I mean, yeah, I grew up on a farm, so that about explains it.
How provincial. So you probably don't know about the existence of things like shopping malls and Uber.
No, I do know about that. Really, like, I guess I had a sort of a better understanding of city life than I thought, other than the fact that I didn't know that there were goblins, if that's...
All right, dude, you need to stop
Look,
being so...
it's not...
I'm starting to feel like I'm being targeted now.
I'm
Based
sorry.
purely on my identity and the way I sound.
I know, I'm really sorry. It's just... okay, let's just...
Is this what the Midwest is like?
kind of. Let's just...
I've got some old attitudes here that you're going to need to break out of. Look, Skeeter is a goblin, and that's cool, man. I, Driftwood, am not a goblin, and we're still friends.
I know. I understand that. Let's look. Let's go in the dining hall. Looks like that's the person that you swipe your card with. Let's go up to them.
Looks like you have correctly identified the situation. Jasper, excuse me.
Jasper's got a keen eye on him, even though he's a little racial sometimes. Not racist, just a little racial.
Unintentionally, but it does come through, these subconscious attitudes that Jasper has.
It's okay, we're all gonna adjust.
All right.
They are swiping my card, and we have each been granted the use of this dining hall.
All right, and I suppose you want your card back?
That would be nice.
Well, skiddle-dee-dee, skiddle-dee-doo. First, I have some riddles for you.
Oh boy, looks like
Typical city life stuff.
Looks like I've accidentally given my card to the Riddle King.
The Troll Riddle King.
The mischievous troll who lives in the dining hall. All right, ask your riddles.
I'm a little nervous to ask. And, you guys aren't surprised to see a troll here, I guess, is what I'm getting.
What? Oh my god. Dude.
You're telling me, you, Jasper,
just
telling me in Driftwood.
Just because this is a service area doesn't mean that we are not, that only trolls can work here, man.
No.
Trolls
That's
can have
not
any
what
position.
Unreal.
Skiddle-dee-dee, skiddle-dee, dumb. I am angry and bite my thumb.
Oh, now he's gone. He vanished.
No.
And he didn't give me back my meal card.
And he took your meal card.
So now we can't eat here. We should have just ate the chowder, huh?
We should have
I'm
eaten
sorry,
the cheddar.
guys. I'm not used to city stuff.
It's all right. Look, there's a restaurant here close by the dorms. Let's go get some burgers and fries. That's a city cuisine.
No, I know about burgers and fries. I know about all this stuff. It's just...
Well, try not to call it out for being burgers and fries the first second you see them, huh?
I won't. I'm not going to call out the burgers and fries. All right, sorry.
All right, here we go. I'll just open the door to this local diner. Mm-hmm. What you want to eat?
Hi there.
Is that
Yeah, it's a giant, man.
Just calm down. Stop staring.
I'm not staring. Not staring.
Well, now you're being conspicuous and you're not staring at a server who is also an individual deserving of your dignity and respect.
Double-dee-dee, double-dee-dack. This motherfucker's back.
Troll King.
He came here afterwards.
Can I have my meal card back?
No! Poof!
He's gone again.
He's gonna show up in the next place we go.
He'll get bored eventually, I'm sure.
No. We're gonna stay here, guys.
Menus. What you want to drink?
I'll just take... Do you have, Coke here?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I was worried that you were gonna have Pepsi products and get mad at me for that or something.
No, we have Coke.
All right, good. Thank you, Mr. Giant.
No, I have a name.
Oh my God!
Mr. Giant.
So mortifying.
We're gonna have.
He's wearing a name tag.
We have to spend the next
Jeff was
year.
sorry.
A year with this guy.
I don't know what came over me. I never address waiters by their name. I just say thank you usually. I don't know what's going on with me. I think I'm just a little rattled. This whole experience has been a little weird.
It's okay, man. I get it. Hey, some of the guys are playing ultimate frisbee out on the lawn there. You want to join us?
Yeah, that sounds good. Actually, like I'm not even hungry anymore. Like I just want to like shake it out. Let's get let's get our frizz on. Sorry.
That's not a thing.
Jeff, we appreciate your time.
Thank you, Skeeter, and sorry, Driftwood.
It's all right. Let's go. Thank you.
right.
I'm still gonna leave a tip for the giant because.
Yeah,
That's-
it's only right that we
Polite.
do so.
That's polite. Okay.
All right,
Go out-
here's the
out to the
frisbee
field.
match. Yo, bong water. You got room for 3 more?
Well, I'll say we do have room for more. Wait.
Nice.
Wait, so I'm just feeling like a little bit of a culture clash here where so most of the things I've met or people I've met today were monsters.
Things?
I know.
Whoa.
Whoa. Look, we know you're new to Bohemian life, but
These things you're saying are not cool.
yeah, pump the brakes.
Just a
Jasper.
quick question. Is it normal that there'd be a full frisbee team of white suited southern gentlemen?
Mopping their foreheads with handkerchiefs and
Monogrammed handkerchiefs.
Lordy.
oh my.
I bet now you're gonna comment on how they flick their suspenders in exasperation. Don't do it.
Okay, I won't. Hey guys, let's play frisbee.
Well, I'll say the frisbee sounds like a fine activity on this powerful warm summer day. Oh no, it's the Troll King. He's back.
Frisbee diddle do, frisbee diddle dee. This guy's an asshole. Don't play with him.
All right, now
Listen, Troll King, can he please have his meal card back? We're gonna need that for the rest of the year. It's only day one.
it's gonna take like 3 weeks to replace too. If I have to go to the.
Probably cost like a $35 administrative fee, which we all know is bullshit.
They literally print it in front of you if you pay the fee.
And tuition's already so high here at the Savannah College of Art and Design.
All right. Well, I had fun with that. Did you guys have fun with that?
Had a blast.
It's a blast, Jacob. It's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think you were a freshman when I was a senior, so we only got to do improv together for a year.
Yeah, you saw me at my worst.
Yeah.
Which is not to say
Which
that I was
was-
bad necessarily.
No, I was about to say, if that was your worst,
man.
come on, that was pretty good. This guy was good.
He was great. I suppose.
Boys, please.
All right.
Stop.
Oh, and
Well-
humble too.
I'm gonna throw up.
Are you ready?
Oh, and queasy too.
Are you ready
Yes.
for the long scene?
I'm ready.
Jacob, are you ready?
I was about to say that I was born ready, but that would be just a blatant lie. I am ready.
All right.
All right,
then.
please don't lie.
I would never.
You can't lie on a podcast.
Not in Big Town.
You can't
Yeah.
lie on a podcast. It's against the rules.
You'll be prevented.
Yes. Are you ready? You guys want some more random words?
Yeah.
Yeah, spit 'em out, nerd.
All right, here we go. Display. Frog. Cruelty. Tune. Rock. Summit. Nuance. Transparent.
What are you over, Montague the Cruel?
Well, Staniel, my minion, I just feel that it has been a long time since I have visited with the people of the town.
And you're worried that you're going to make an ass of yourself if you go down there again.
Yeah, that's about it. You know, I as lord of this manor, I want to I'd like to achieve a certain status among the people of the fiefdom. But it seems every time I go out there among the people, I come back with a new nickname. It's always Montague the angry, or Montague
the wretched, the abominable. I've got a list.
Yes.
As your minion, I feel it's my duty to be a record keeper of all such epithets. In case of your death.
You're a fine minion, Staniel.
Thank you, Montague. By the way, we've known each other for a while. I feel like it's okay for me just to refer to you on a first name basis, but if you feel that's too much, I can go back to calling you Lord Montague or Baron Montague or really whatever your choice. But I just feel like we know each other well enough. I mean, I've cleaned your loo before. I think Montague is fine.
No, yeah, we're bros.
Okay, great.
Only you've been a fine minion. I just wish I could do something to change my reputation among the people. I'm really rather a social person, but.
Yes, affable is a word that I have used to describe you.
Lord Montague.
To many people.
Lord Montague, the carriage that you and Staniel have been riding in has arrived at the town.
Oh, good. Maybe this would be the time that...
Lord Montague, may I mop up your flop sweat?
Please do.
Hey, here comes Montague, the dumb.
Well, as far as epithets go, it's not the most creative they come up with.
Yeah, I haven't even stepped out of the carriage yet.
I feel like cruel was far more descriptive than the dumb.
I haven't... Usually they see something I do first.
They're just raring to go today.
Hey. What do you think old Montague, the high-heeled and smelly, will do today?
That's more like it. They just needed to warm up, it seems.
I don't know. I can only imagine the look on the face of Montague, the
You got it.
voluptuous.
Oh, that seems a bit more complimentary, but hey, let me give it a go.
Well, I'm not into that body type.
Oh, okay, great. I was gonna say, oh, Montague, the prissy wet fart blanket.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's better than mine.
I wrote it down literally the second he left last time.
Make sure you give that to Staniel because he's keeping a record.
All right. Staniel,
Staniel, don't listen to them.
I'm sorry, Montague. I have to. I'm compelled to.
All right.
By my nature as a good minion.
Well, once you're finished writing, can you please go and announce me, and I'll try to make a good impression this time.
Yes. How about? Ooh, I've got an idea.
Yes,
Montague. I will introduce you with an epithet of my own choosing, and it will be so sublime, so grand, so inspired that they'll have no choice but to refer to you by that epithet.
Right.
From now on.
Right. Staniel, you'd do that for me?
Of course I would.
This is wonderful.
I cleaned your loo after all. It's the very least I can do.
You're really hung up on that aspect. Do you not want to do it anymore?
We can talk about it when we're not surrounded by a heckling mob.
Right. Good point.
Let me go get these names down, and then I will introduce you.
Okay.
20 minutes of taking names from everybody in the crowd later.
No. Horrible has two R's. Two R's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
as the minion to a lord, I am less literate than the peasantry of the city. So thank you for correcting my mistake.
Right.
Yeah,
and
well.
you should know that thick has two C's.
Yes, we've.
Oh, we're using the two-seed version in this context. I see.
Yeah, I'm
yes,
really
because
hung up on that aspect of him.
You're really hung up on the body
Yeah,
type
yeah,
thing,
that's
aren't you?
right.
All right. Well, let's see what old Montague. Wait, what's one I've already said, so you don't have to write it down again. Montague the Malodorous has to say today.
All right. That's right. I should go introduce them. Hear ye, people of this fiefdom.
We were just talking to him. Why is he trying to get our attention?
It's all right. It's
pomp
part
and
of the job. It's
circumstance.
part of the job. Let's see.
All right.
The people of this fiefdom, I now present to you Lord Montague the...
Oh no, he hadn't thought of something before he went up there.
The specious debacle.
Yes. Hello.
I'm sorry, Montague. I don't know if you noticed, but I did not think of
We'll
anything.
talk about
Eyes
it
open.
later.
Okay.
Yes. Hello, people of the fiefdom. I wanted to address you, the peasantry, because...
We don't like our high taxes.
But, well, that's not what...
Why is there a pile of dung outside the castle walls?
Yeah, and why is your figure so full and beautiful? Always distracted me.
Stop it. Just stop.
It's really it's reflecting on you now.
It's weird now.
Yeah.
It's weird now.
You've made it weird, Clive.
Look,
Hey, your lordship. Huh. I have a question.
well, this is quite unusual for me to take questions at this point, but I'll do anything. What
I
is
really
it?
have no respect for the man, despite this being a feudal system in which he technically has the power of life and death over any of us.
Yeah, and he's weirdly low. Oh, hi, I'm from New Zealand. Did I mention?
It's fine.
And multiple times, yeah.
Never mind. Ask your question.
What was your question?
Right. What is a specious debacle?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
We would like.
I feel as though I can speak to this far better than...
All right,
the Lord
Staniel.
can.
Let's hear what Staniel has to say.
All right. Good. I'm sure he's thought of something this time. He'll help save my reputation.
We all know that Lord Montague has been called a number of names.
Yeah.
You can just throw some out if you can think of any that I've got the book right here if you need some suggestions or some reminders.
The Snivelly.
I've got...
The Bespectacled.
Yes. What was I saying? Oh, right. We know that Lord Montague. Sorry, I got too familiar. We know that he's been referred to by a number of unsavory terms.
But accurate.
And perhaps, right, perhaps that's deserved. You know, he does come down here periodically and flaunts the fact that he's the lord of a manor and that he has quite the bodacious figure and that he eats well and he has no spine. He just lets his citizenry just walk all over him. And
Staniel, get to it.
Yes. Oh, right. Which is why I think we need to reestablish some boundaries here.
Agreed. We don't want him coming to the village anymore.
That is a harder boundary than I anticipated. Perhaps we can negotiate.
Ah! Help! Help! Help!
What's this? Someone calling for help?
It's me, the most beautiful maiden in the village.
That's not saying much.
What is wrong, maiden? Why did you shriek as so?
My elderly father has been taken by the great frog that lives on the mountain. Well, he's dead then. If the frog took him, there's nothing that can be done.
Yeah, my brother got taken by the frog.
He's dead.
And now I have his wife.
Yeah.
His wife is my wife now.
That's the way it works.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Inheritance and all, you know how it is.
We
Yeah,
respect
the
anyone
way
who
we-
can get rid of them. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say, the way we look at boundaries is like, don't come out of the castle. It's not like, don't date your brother's wife.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry I keep cutting over you, New Zealand guy.
It's all right. It's like you can't see me because of technical difficulties or something.
That's right. Now, it's true that if someone dealt with the frog situation, which is probably the second or third biggest problem facing this village today...
Second or third behind dysentery and...
just general starvation, really.
yeah, just like, you know, the usual slew.
But the frog, which is a tangible problem that could be dealt with pretty in a straightforward manner, if someone were to deal with that, we'd respect that person. You know, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we,
Daniel.
boys?
Daniel, did you
Oh yeah.
did you hear that?
Hear what, sir?
Oh, you weren't listening?
No, I was recording for their epithets. This crowd over here, I didn't quite get to them.
Well, never mind. Everyone, I have an announcement to make.
Oh, what is it,
Well, just say it. You have our undivided
We're
attention.
standing here in a crowd. Although, admittedly, we were distracted by the young lady announcing her father had been taken.
Well, all the things you've been just saying have given me an idea. I, Lord Montague of the Manor, am going...
Yes, we know you live in a bloody manor.
Right over there. Really big and obnoxious.
It towers over the entire village, mocking us with its eloquence and its beauty. And we live in hovels.
My grandfather died in its construction, and you entombed him in the walls.
Right, but I'm...
So go on about your manor.
Right, but I'm going to get you guys to like me now, because I will go and challenge the frog beast of the summit, and retrieve this maiden's father.
But how would you do that? Are you going to seduce it with your voluptuous figure?
Really, Rupert, you have to stop. It's I'm going to talk to your wife now.
Yes, one way or other, I am going to defeat the frog beast, and when I come back, you guys will probably like me then, right?
Well, if you succeed, then yes. Our attitude would completely change. And just a tip.
Reverse 180 degrees.
Yeah, we love you. And
night and day.
Sing your praises. Come up with like nice epithets. But you're not going to do it.
Pay all the taxes you ask.
Yeah, but you're not going to succeed because the frog's really big.
Well,
really, like tremendously big, like the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Like, and we've seen some big things. Like
we've seen your manor.
And your buxom bottom.
Rupert.
Well,
Oh Lord.
I will show you then. I will return to my carriage. Come, Stanley. I mean, Staniel.
No, you can refer to me by the colloquial. I think we're close enough, don't you, Monty?
Sure, certainly. Monty and Stanley off on another adventure. You've never been on an adventure before. Stanley got it.
You've lived a life of luxury up to this point.
All right, to the mountain.
I, the most beautiful maiden in the village, will show you where my father disappeared. If you can save him, Lord Montague, I will be grateful.
Wonderful. What is your name, maiden?
Hildeblatt.
All right. Then I...
Is Blatt your surname, or is that just
All one part of the big name.
part of...
Hilda Blatt.
Okay.
Fine. Then...
Oh, of the Gurnules. Hilda Blatt of the Gurnules.
Yeah. She's
Family, the Gurnules family.
yeah. She's quite attractive, being the most beautiful maiden in the village. But I mean, she doesn't quite have.
She's still rather
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I think you know what I was
going
going
to say. She's rather emaciated compared to the figure of our Lord.
Right? You guys are starting to get it.
No, the more we talk about it, yeah, I sort of see where you're coming from.
I mean, like, it's not exactly like we didn't know. We just didn't think about it as often.
But now I can't stop thinking about it. Look at how tight his pants are. Why has he got to wear them that tight?
The seam goes all the way up.
Yeah, I hate to see him come into the village, but I love to see him leave. Later, halfway up the mountain.
Here, we were picking fresh blackberries that grow on the mountainside to take down and sell in the village when we were beset upon by the giant frog.
Wow, well, this is quite lovely, Hildeblatt. I can see why you would have come here. What a shame that the monster should have plagued you.
Oh, I never expected you to say such a thing, Lord Montague. I didn't think you were a man who appreciated loveliness in nature. Spending literally
that would be
99% of your time inside your house, except for occasionally.
That and on account of the fact that the townspeople at one point called you Montague the despiser of nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, that one was
that one lasted for like 3 months. That was a.
It did it. It's just wrong. It's incorrect.
Well, Lord Montague, but what now? How can we save my father?
Well,
Like, are you bringing any actual skills, or?
well, I don't know about skills exactly, but during my time in the manor, I've managed to read all of the legends and histories of this kingdom, and I know some things about the legend of the frog beast.
Oh, does it have a weakness?
And if that doesn't...
Indeed, I believe it does. You see, all we have to do is get it to eat a stone.
What?
And once he eats up the stone, he'll kind of implode from the inside.
That seems.
Have you ever seen Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Monty, I'm sorry to say this, but that does seem quite a bit far-fetched.
It's all I've got.
What book was this from?
It was from the novelization of Pan's Labyrinth.
Well, Lord Montague, look here. We've reached the very summit of the mountain, where there is a mysterious cave through which strange smokes are pouring out of the mouth of. Perhaps this is the very lair of the frog beast that eats people.
I hope so, because we're at the top of the mountain. There's nowhere else we can look. Come along, if you two continue to be brave of heart, let us enter the cave.
Okay. So Staniel, what's your deal? Why do you work for this guy?
What? No one's ever asked me that before. I suppose I just always felt that I ought to. Monty's a rather lonely guy, and he just putters about his manor all day long, staring longingly out windows and reading his books, and I clean his loo, and it felt like the right thing to do.
So you are serving the most powerful man in the country out of pity.
Well, I suppose when you lay out the timeline and the motivations like that, yes, I suppose that would be the natural conclusion.
Well, if I were you, what the whole place is rumbling. Ribbit, ribbit.
I can feel the croaking in my chest.
Indeed.
As can I, but yet I still can't see the frog beast anywhere.
Well, we're in a dark cave after all, Lord Montague.
It's true.
Wait, I'll use an old peasant trick here. Gathering some of this moss off the cave wall and turning it into a torch.
And I'll light the torch that I brought.
We should have done that first.
Oh,
It's continuing to shake.
look, what we're walking on, Lord Montague. It's a carpet of human bones.
Oh my, it's so grisly and ghastly. And look, the carpet. Well, disgusting. Why, this is the most tongue-like carpet I've ever trod upon.
I've never seen such a luxury as a carpet, but I'll take your word for it, Lord Montague.
Yes, trust me, they don't normally look like a tongue.
Well, it's not a human tongue, though, is it? If we really examine it, it's like sticky and long.
Yes, a good observation, Hildeblatt. Yes, it's a bit more like the tongue of a...
Excuse me.
Yes,
I hate to be a bother, but it seems I'm currently entangled in a writhing mass of flesh.
Oh dear.
Oh, now, oh, okay, I get what happened.
All right, sorry, I'm a little slow on these things. Walk me to it.
The carpet is a tongue. It's the frog beast tongue, and now he's got Staniel.
Oh no! Quickly, grab Staniel. Pull him.
The tongue is pulling him in.
Wait, perhaps the frog beast can hear us from inside his mouth, which is what the cave actually was. I get it now.
Yes.
What does that have to do with anything?
Sorry, frog beast, can you hear me?
Okay, before we hear whether the frog beast responds, I just want to... Aren't you taking a real big leap here that this giant... Because a normal frog couldn't understand you.
What?
Oh, so this one
See?
can.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
spoke
I was
English.
wrong.
I was right. Frog beast, it is I, Montague, Lord of the Manor.
You mean Montague?
Oh no.
The tar stain of the world's scrotum.
Oh,
That was
there,
a good one.
I would write that down if I had brought my book and my arms weren't currently entangled in a frog's tongue.
Frog beast, I have come here to challenge you.
Okay.
And yes, I suppose it may seem that we are not starting the challenge on equal footing since you've...
Yes, I was going to say, you're in a rather bad position
Oh, Lord.
to be issuing a
Oh,
challenge.
Lord Montague,
now.
I'm frightened. I'm going to run up and cling to you out of terror. Wait a minute. Lord Montague, your buxom bottom. It feels hard and... Is your...
Well, of
Did you
course.
Your pants, are they stuffed with stones?
Exactly right. Now, Hildeblatt, Stanley, I'm going to get you untangled from here, and when I tell you, you run as fast as you can out of the mouth of the frog beast.
What about my father, the reason we came here?
Right. Hopefully, all this will lead to him coming back.
Hildeblatt!
Yes, Daniel.
By my torch on the ground where I dropped it.
Oh.
That skull.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not a geneticist, but
You saw
the bone structure.
You saw the similar features.
reminiscent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hang on.
And there is one free hanging earlobe still attached that is similar to yours.
Let me just pick up this hand and check the. Yep, this is him. This is him. All right. Well, thank you for the closure, at least, Daniel.
My pleasure.
What's going on in there?
Sorry, Frog Beast.
Are you digested
No.
yet?
Almost.
Okay, so when I say go, you run, all right?
All right. How are we getting Daniel out of the tongue?
Just yank.
Oh, yank. Gotcha. Okay. I'm ready for you, Lord Montague.
So, Frog Beast, you think you can eat me?
I have. You're in me now.
Well, you haven't swallowed me yet, and I'd like to see you try.
Okay.
The cave begins rumbling.
No! Run out of here, you two!
Come on, Daniel. Yank.
Yank harder!
I'm yanking. You're gonna have to let go of your list of epithets.
No! The records! I can't!
It's the only way.
It's the one thing! It's that and cleaning the loo! That's all
But if you drop the book of epithets and the loo brush, I'll be able to pull you free.
You're right! Why did I bring this cumbersome thing?
Daniel, it's all right. You don't need to hang on to those things out of pity for me.
I don't?
Lord Montague?
No longer must you be my minion, and no longer must you clean my loo.
I can still crash at your place though, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool! Alright, I've dropped the paraphernalia. Now
I've
yank!
yanked you free. Quickly, for the entrance. Yeah, we just pry open these big frog lips. We'll be able to escape.
I know that frog lips are particularly ticklish. Gucci Gucci goo! The gaping maw opens.
With a final leap, we land on the mountainside. Oh, look, Daniel. The entire mountain is shaking free as the frog rumbles in fury.
The frog was the mountain cap.
Yep.
And now
That's pretty cool.
And now I dive down his throat into his stomach. I probably could have just thrown all the stones and run out with my friends.
The stones that he was stuffing his pants with are choking the frog. Look at him implode. Just like in Pan's Labyrinth. Meanwhile, back in the village, I'm just saying that, like, the curvature of his body is...
No, it's clearly 36, 32, 38.
No.
I'll wager my brother's ex-wife on it.
No. You're lowballing much. Wait, look at the mountain.
My God, the cap's been blown clear off.
It's at the top of the mountain was a frog who is imploding.
Oh, that must mean that Montague succeeded. All right, can't wait till he gets back here. It's peach season.
We'll have to think of some new epithets.
Oh, yeah, right. We'll get him good.
Wait, I thought he earned undisputed respect now.
Oh, if he succeeded, maybe the frog just died on its own.
That would be quite a timely coincidence.
Yeah, and it could have been a Pyrrhic victory too. What if he didn't succeed in finding Hildeblad's father?
Well, let's define finding. Are we talking?
We should define that before he gets back.
Yeah, we know. We should know that.
Perhaps we should have set
We should have.
clearer boundaries on the success of this mission.
We should. Oh, wait! Oh no, we're too late! Here comes the carriage!
People of the village, I have an announcement to make. I, Hilda Black...
We won't interrupt you.
Thank you. I have some sad news, but also some happy news. The sad news is my father is dead. Killed by the frog. But the good news
sorry,
is...
Hilda Black.
We should decide if that is
Disqualify.
Okay,
right
we
now.
forgot.
Got to... Yeah. But the good news is that the frog is no more, and thus we no longer have to fear our citizens being randomly devoured by the mountainside.
Oh, all right.
Right?
But-
That's good. But there is more bad news.
Oh, what? This is a weird way to structure this. It's like a shit sandwich, but
Like
okay.
a shit club sandwich.
Yes. Lord
That's like
Montague.
goes-
Well, let's see if there's another layer.
Lord-
Because it
Oh,
could be
that's
another
right.
layer.
I am being presumptuous. You should call me peasant number 3, the presumptuous.
Yeah, but we won't.
More like the objectifying.
Imagine.
Hey now.
Can you imagine though sticking someone with an epithet for one thing they did once? They just stuck with them forever.
Sorry to interrupt your little
Oh, right,
wow.
right. The other bad news.
We should probably get the bad news out as well.
Bad news is Lord Montague, lord of this land, sacrificed himself to save the village from the terrible frog beast.
What? Well, that's kind
We
of
mean-
heroic.
Maybe we misjudged him.
Perhaps we did.
But there's more good news.
Is it?
Huh?
Oh. Okay. This is beginning to feel emotionally manipulative.
I agree. And I just want to go home.
Staniel and I are getting married.
Wait, what?
We went through a...
Yeah, why?
You didn't have any chemistry on screen up to this moment.
Yeah, tell us why.
We had a long
I'm invested again.
We had a long talk on the carriage ride back, and we found out we have a great deal in common.
Like what?
Yeah, like what?
We both have a passion for needlework.
Oh, all right.
Also,
But wait, there is more good news and bad news.
Do the bad news first, just for symmetry, just for the purpose of symmetry.
Well, I
yeah,
would
because
like
she went good, bad, good, bad. Yeah, well, you got to do bad.
Really?
the last thing was good news, so we need bad news now.
Agreed.
All right.
think I'll
all right.
recognize-
all right, I can do it. I can do that.
I think I'll recognize your voice, but I don't want to know what this is about until I get the bad news.
Okay. The bad news is that Lord Montague's voluptuous body was actually pockets full of stones the whole time.
What? But why? You weren't
That-
planning on fighting the frog until today. Are you saying that you've been stuffing yourself all along just to create a false impression?
Is your self-esteem so low that you've been walking around with an extra 30 pounds of weight
Yeah, why use
on your being at all
why
times?
use rocks? Why not use pillows or something?
Yeah, why?
I'm invested again.
And the good news is I'm alive.
Just blowing right past that. Okay.
Lord Montague!
That's right. When the frog imploded, I was able to swim out of the black goopy juices.
Whoa. Well, we villagers are peasants of our word. We promise that if you succeeded in your quest to destroy the frog with corollaries,
Did we agree?
well,
Did we agree that he succeeded?
I think he has succeeded in a partial way. Therefore, we shall no longer use really mean nicknames, but we shall also no longer compliment your figure.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
That seems very fair. Well,
Very well. All hail Lord Montague, the person.
Hail the person! Hail
The person.
and my first act as Lord with a non-disparaging, if not complimentary nickname, is to marry these two.
Thank you, Lord Montague. Thank you.
Thank you, Monty, my friend.
Perhaps the next thing we can discuss is the massive socioeconomic inequality of this place.
Well, I have to get back to the manor. Goodbye, everyone.
That's old Monty the person for you.
That's our person right there. Our flat-assed person.
Jacob Giddens.
Thank you so much.
Joshua Pilch. Jesse Moriarty.
You did the right thing today, Jacob.
By,
What was that? What was that, Jesse?
Yeah, what do
Doing
you
the
mean?
podcast. Doing the podcast today. That was the right thing to do.
You know, in retrospect, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's about it for Big Town this week, huh, Jesse?
I think that's about it for Big Town this week, Josh.
Jacob, thanks so much for joining us. Is there somewhere online or anything that you'd like our one listener to go and tell you that you did a good job, or any projects you'd like them to look at?
You can follow me on Instagram at jacob.giddens.art, so you can see the thing that I actually went to college for, which was visual arts. And yeah, that'd be cool.
Jacob is an excellent illustrator.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Josh, where can people find you, since we're doing the promo segment of the show?
You can find me online at the Josh Pilch Show on Instagram, or at Josh Pilch Show on Twitter, and watch Death Hacks on Snapchat. Why don't you? Episode 9's out. You'll hear my one line of dialogue and a bunch of animation I did. No, one word of dialogue.
Nice.
Jesse, where can people find you?
Oh, I can be found on Twitter at Jesse Moriarty, and on Instagram at Jesse.Moriarty. Look me up and do the follow. Now, Josh, I've really enjoyed the music in this show.
Yeah, Jacob, have you been hearing that music that's been playing as a transition between all our scenes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
great, right?
transcendental.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because of course you're referring to the upbeat guitar and horn music of Steve Wilder Blumenthal of WilderBlueMusic.com, who
It's wonderful stuff.
has composed and performed all of our theme and interstitial music.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Fantastic. Really wonderful. To the listener, make sure that you're following Big Town Improv as well.
Follow
all
us,
relevant-
rate us.
Yeah. Give us bird facts and things.
Yes.
I think you would say bird feed, because that'd be good too.
I could use
Send us
that.
bird feed in the mail.
Handfuls of it,
I could use
loosely
it.
wrapped in an envelope.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I could use it.
You
Well, yeah.
All right, no follow up to that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, from Lord Deathmurder's haunted castle,
All the way to the college in the big city.
from the college in the big city toward the provincial town with the dummy thick lord that was being menaced by a giant frog.
And the town bullies.
And from the provincial town all the way to big town. And Jacob, we're about to say bye.
Get ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And from big town to
To
your town.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye now.